What did you like about Brodzinski that you moved him, that you played him on that line?
Well, in the third period, I decided I was going to go with 3 lines. So I cut him down, and I was giving some guys different spots on the right side on the 2 different lines. And he went out there, had a great shift, and then I just went with him. Yeah, so it was about 10 minutes left to go. I tried some other guys, and I put him out there, and they had 2 good scoring chances. They played well, and I said, you know what, he had some jump in his legs, and
So you weren't sitting?
no, I wasn't.
You
No,
just liked.
I was rotating Brzezinski
Right.
and Kravtsov on that right side with those guys. So it wasn't I didn't like them. When it come down to the time when we needed another goal, I thought, he just went out there and they scored to make it 3-2, and I said I was going to go with him the rest of
Is
the
he just playing the simple game on that side that you want? He's in on the forecheck.
Yeah, no, he's quick. He's quick, and he plays a hard game, and I just liked the way he was jumping on that shift, And again, I tried the other guys there, and it was late in the game, and I said, I'm going to go with him the rest of the game because he had 3 good shifts in a row with those guys, and I was happy with it. So, but it wasn't about the other guys, playing bad. It wasn't at all.
So what's kind of your message to the team when you have a break after this game? You have 4 days and just the focus on tonight.
Yeah, the focus on tonight. Get ready for tonight. And again, yesterday we've been on the road a lot. It was a good day for a day off for them to get away. Some of them, families are here, so today they can come in. They can have a morning skate, prepare for the game today all day. So that was the main reason for the day off. Part of it. But I think it's always worked for us in the past. We're better when we have a morning skate than instead of the guys today sitting home doing nothing. We brought them in, and so focus on that.
Big picture with Jimmy Vesey this season. I think you said in the past you really didn't know him before this. He comes in here on PTO. What has he done through the course of the season to earn your trust to keep playing? What do you like?
Just consistent. He's been consistently playing well for us, and he played in different lines. He started in the so-called 4th line earlier in the year, and we got moved up to different spots with different people, and he's been pretty consistent overall for us, and does a pretty good job in the PK. Hasn't seen much at all power play time yet, but that might come. We'll see.
He was telling me, one of the things when he was looking at here, he said, well, they had Tyler Mott, they lost Tyler Mott.
Mm-hmm.
His role, he felt, could be similar, maybe not that's fast, but
yeah.
It's similar. Did you see that? Is he different than that, or is he?
No, I think he's different than that. I think they're different players. I think I like Mata, what he done for what we needed for our team last year, but I think Vesey's a guy that came out of college and he could score some goals and put more numbers up. And I thought he was a good fit, and also our management thought that obviously, but with the makeup of our team, when you put those guys in 2nd and 3rd lines, they get more of an opportunity. And I think that's what he's done for us, and the guys he's played with, he's played pretty well.
Is Brodzinski a little more in the Mott mold?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, definitely. And Brod's come up last year, so he did last year there wasn't one game we were disappointed with him when he came up and played for us. So he's done a good job and he's played really well this year.
With Trocheck, just noticing maybe since maybe the beginning of the month, his ice time's down a little bit, maybe a little less PK. Was that a conscious choice on your part, or?
No, not really. I think Brodzinski can go in there and play that. It's usually the last 20 seconds, 25 seconds of the PK time, and what you're always thinking of as a coach. Panarin doesn't kill penalties, so I want to get him back with some top centerman after that because usually he's a Bannerjet and Kreider out there. So when you get Panarin back with he can go on the odd shift with Trocheck and those guys, and so that's basically the thought of it. Not that Troch didn't do a good job on it. It's just that do we really need him there? And then sometimes we'll put him there.
With him, it seems like he'd want to be out there, doing everything all the time. Do you have to kind of not rein him in, but it just seems like these last 10, 12 games he's really been at the top level of his game.
I think I don't make a big deal of the systems because most of them are the same in all teams, but Carolina plays a really man-to-man, and Troch was chasing guys a lot, and now he's settling down and he's starting to figure our system out a little bit better. And again, when you do that for a couple of years in Carolina, and they did a good job of it, obviously, but our system's quite a bit different than theirs, and a lot of guys have trouble with it. But I thought that the last 10 games, Troch has been real good for us.
What are you seeing from Mika and Panarin together? I know you've had them together for...
Yeah, skill, talent. They're starting to read off each other pretty good. Again, I like it. It might change tonight in the 2nd period, but we'll see. No, they've been good. They've been good, and they're talented players, and So we'll see where it goes.
Where's the balance between, having 2 dangerous lines versus having both of those guys?
I want 3 dangerous lines.
Well, yes.
Those kids got to be,
Obviously.
when they're playing their game, they're pretty dangerous
Yeah,
too. But
yeah.
no, I think the balance through your lineup is real good. And I don't think it makes a difference if Panarin's playing there or Kreider's playing there. It really, it doesn't really make a big difference for me.
But do you think Kreider, because Trocheck said this the other day, that because Kreider's a north-south guy, that works well with Trocheck?
It seems to be, yeah. No, I mean, we all know Kreitz. He's up and down when he goes like that and skates, like the goal he scored the other night, And so I think it's helped Trocheck's game too, for sure.
How about the challenge of the Isles coming off the road, and you've seen them already twice this year, just your thoughts on
Well, it's time to beat them. I mean, we played pretty decent games against them, but this is our last time we're going to play them this year. And they're a good team. They play the same game every night, pretty consistent for the most part, and great goaltending. So it's a big game in the standings tonight for both teams.
You mentioned the system stuff. Is the preference for zone, is that more about the personnel, or is that just the way you like to play?
No, we talked early last year. We had trouble starting the year out, and the man-to-man, they never done it here before, and that was sort of my system too in Vegas. And we started that out, and it didn't work that well, so we changed it, and it's been working better since. Not perfect, but it's been better.
Yeah. So
And the guys here before me played the same system they're playing now, pretty much. So, like I said, it was an adjustment for them to make, and we didn't adjust to it great, so we went back to it.
yeah. So you think that fits?
Yeah,
better
this
with
fits our group. This fits our group.